What is going on, Vikings fans? What an absolute banger of a day. Holy crap, I got to get this. I'm going to go to freaking Lids and try to get this freaking curve fixed. It's driving me nuts. Either way, that's nor here nor there. Welcome back to the Purple and Gold Bars channel. I'm your host, Supreme Overlord, a.k.a. Mr. AI Man 3000, a.k.a. Mr. Purple and Gold Bars. Your number one spot for color commentary and that outside of the box thinking that'll keep you hyped up, ladies and gentlemen. So, wow. Can we give ourselves a little hand of applause here for all of you fans that didn't melt down, for all of you fans that refrained from acting like Bears fans this week? This win is for you. It reminded everybody the quality of this roster, the depth that we have, the ability that we can do once we put things together, right? So, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by just enjoying the moment. Let's just enjoy the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a rough week for a lot of people. A lot of adversity and a lot of just random stuff in the world right now that kind of brings drags a lot of things down. But our fighting Minnesota Vikings were able to hang in there and prove that they are who we think they are. Okay, they are a top quality team with a top roster, with top coaching, regardless of the hiccups we're going to experience. This team is one of the best teams in the league. All we're looking for is consistency and to find that next gear for us to really and truly look at this team as a true contender. Right now, we're in that fringe dark horse thing, and this year is going to be a lot of growing pains and learning, but it is all necessary, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go back and talk about the difference makers that I talked about in my pregame live. Or not the difference maker, the things that are going to make a difference in this game. And number one, the turnover battle, right? It's the backup bowl. There's a lot of injured players on both sides. And the turnover battle, the inconsistency is going to be dialed up a notch, right? I postulated that whoever wins the turnover battle, just like the very cliche statement that it is, was going to win that game. And what a dominant performance by this defense, reminding us why they were one of the best scoring defenses last year. So big ups to the boys in purple on defense. Hitman Harry, man. Do you guys see that play where he's scooching up to the line of scrimmage and he throws Ivan Pace over the sides and tells him that's where he's supposed to be, and he comes up with the stop? Ooh, baby. Hall of Fame, first ballot safety right there. His leadership, his guidance on the field, his vision is unparalleled. That's why he is so dangerous, not just because of what he can do on the field, but the other intangibles. So big ups to Mr. Hitman Harry. Now, for both teams, it was going to be about line play as well as how well they could pass protect. Both teams had struggled mightily the last week with pass protection and with the O-line play. Christian Darrisaw is him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it a round of applause for this man, because with him on that O-line, the confidence that he exudes in his teammates was evident today. They weren't second guessing what was going over on the left side. They weren't double checking. They were just focused on their assignments. And as a result, they were able to perform at a different level. Christian Darrisaw, massive reason why this team was so good today and how that offensive line was able to respond. Big ups to the big man. Incredible game by him. Now, run game effectiveness. I was talking about before the game, I really wanted, since before the season, I've been saying, I really want us to run the ball hard with Jordan Mason. But we haven't seen a lot of that. I really wanted to see, I think I predicted in the live that I wanted to see anywhere between like 25 to 30 touches when it comes to the running back position. He ended up getting, I think, 17 carries for like 117 yards and 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. The man was rumbling and bumbling today, boys. He's no Adrian Peterson. He's Jordan Mason, and he has his own skill set. Ooh, that man is a hell of a runner. I love that style of running. Adrian Peterson familiarized with me. He was the next level, but I love watching running backs play like that. And it was incredible to see Jordan Mason take control of this backfield and show who's the big dog. So big ups to our running game. Defensive adjustments. Hey. Was it not all defensive adjustments? Can we say that Brian Flores had something planned for every quarter? I don't remember seeing any vanilla plays, even late in the half when we were up so big. Things that we were concerned with last year were non-existent today. Clock management was great. Our ability to continue disguising things, creating a lot of confusion at the line of scrimmage, it never went away. We never got punched in the mouth, and we stayed on top of it. That's why it was huge today on the defense. Historic day by Mr. Rogers. 2 touchdowns coming off of 2 forced fumbles off those peanut punches that looked so incredible today. Man, that interview, he said it was surreal. He was living in the moment. He couldn't imagine. It just happened. When this team gets in the zone, ladies and gentlemen, this team can beat anyone in this league. So watch out, everybody. We may not have that consistency, and we may not have that experience to right now to be one of these teams that are extremely dangerous. But you know what? It ain't too far away now. This roster, this team came together, and I will not be surprised if we only get more consistent as the season progresses, and even more so next year. So incredible job by our defense. Depth and stamina. Wow, we were bringing out our backups. So we did a much better job this week with time of possession, making sure our defense wasn't out there all the time. It was a nice, balanced team game. It was beautiful to see. Special teams came up huge. We had a bunch of great returns. We got a bunch of field goals and extra points. We did incredible. So big ups to the special teams and those short fields that they gave us when they did. Now, I want to talk about the key matchups. Let's go. Christian Darrisaw against Trey Hendrickson. Who? Trey Hendrickson, no disrespect, my dude. You are one hell of a talented guy. You are one of the premier pass rushers at your position. But boy, when you up against a brick wall like Christian Darrisaw, it don't matter, son, how good you are, because that man is just that guy. He is him, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited to have Christian Darrisaw back. I am pumped. You guys, oh man. Last night we were getting fired up, and I kept saying, guys, the sample size is too small to be overreacting like this. And today the sample size grew, and I'm hoping that it loosened some of your guys' anxiety or fears, because there's nothing to be worried about, guys. Just sit back, relax, enjoy that roller coaster. You wouldn't jump off a roller coaster as soon as you experienced that first dip and get all panicked, would you? No, you'd end up freaking killing yourself doing something stupid like that. You hang on for the ride, you enjoy the ups and downs, that anxiety, that pit in the stomach that comes every single drop, every single spin. And at the very end of the ride, I don't know about you, but I am always willing to jump back on. And that's how I feel about this Minnesota Vikings. This team, I don't care about the roller coaster this year. I don't care the adversity that we face. This team is something special, and we are making history. In 2 or 3 years, we're going to look back on this season and laugh when we see the consistency that we're brewing, when we see the dominance that we control week after week after week. So I'm ecstatic, guys. But man, Christian Darisaw is him, guys. Jake Browning versus our secondary. Ooh, wait. I told you guys to look out for that key matchup. I anticipated at least 1 to 3 picks, and what happened here? We had turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. How about that interception? Hitman Harry getting a hand on it, deflecting it, getting it into the hands for a nice little pick six. Come on, guys. Let's go. Lefty, what is up, buddy? Welcome to the chat. But let's go. I said, let's see how Chase and T. Higgins do against our corners. Because you know what? I don't care how good your receivers are. I don't care how good your anything is on your team. I have faith, and these boys showed out today. I kept saying, guys, we got a whole bunch of injuries out there. What's going to happen is one of these young men is hungry. He's ready to prove himself, and he's ready to explode and break out. And what do we see today? Mr. freaking Dallas Turner coming up with, I think it was 5 pressures. And on that interception, he was the one that pressured the quarterback to rush that ball out of his hand. Ooh, that boy was coming today. As well as that secondary. Our corners clamped the so-called best receiver in the league. I think we found out today who the best receiver in the league hands down is. No offense to you, Mr. Jamar Chase. You are spectacular. You are great. You are really damn good. But you ain't got nothing on Jettas, my boy. Woo! It was incredible to see. This secondary, so many comments I've gotten about, oh, what are we going to do? Our secondary's soft. It's going to be bad. Yeah, you know what? They're going to have some moments. They might not look the greatest, but you know what? I still have faith. I have faith in the scheme, and I have faith in the team. When they put their minds together and they work together, this is what you get, guys. It was incredible today. Let's talk about the pass rush in that O-line. I told you guys, key matchups. Look, whenever both teams are on the field, keep an eye out for the pass rush and the O-line. Whoever succeeds in those battles, that's who's going to win this game. And Christian Darisaw came to frickin' prove that he is, if not one of the best left tackles in the game. I think he is the best, but I might be a little bit biased. You guys tell me. But another key area that I knew was going to be a key matchup and would be a difference, and we just kept coming up on top. The backups. Let's talk about the backups and how they perform. Right, Mr. Carson Wentz. You know what? Let's take a moment. Thank you, Mr. Carson Wentz. For you, did everything you needed to do today, on top of the fact that you looked like you were having the time of your life. And for me, I appreciated that because I heard the stories that you grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan, not too far up in North Dakota, if I remember correct. And for you, you got to live out a freaking childhood dream, and those kind of things really get me in the feels. That's why I am a big fan of Sam Darnold. He is America's quarterback to me still to this day. He is a true American success story. They kicked him down. They told him he was nothing. He kept getting back up, and look at him now. The man is balling. So that's why I'm extremely happy with Mr. Carson Wentz. I love these stories. What an incredible job. He didn't have to light them up. He didn't have to do anything special. He just needed to do what was asked of him. And that's all that he did. And he got to live out a childhood dream. Big ups to Mr. Carson Wentz, guys. Hargraves, we did have a little bit of a loss there. Thanks, Jared, for reminding me there. Hargraves did go down there with an injury. We don't know if he's going to be week to week or how. Maybe it's just a minor thing and he'll be back next week. We haven't had too much reporting yet on that. But like Mr. Jared says, you know what? I ain't freaking worried. That defensive line, that depth, boy. Levi Rodriguez, freaking Redmond. Boy, we got depth in the trenches now, guys. Do you guys see at the end of the game, our left, we pulled Darisaw just because we don't want to have him out there and risk injury, right? We threw old Blake Brendel out on left tackle. You know what I mean? A couple of things here and there, but you know what? The depth in the trenches is something that we have now. We may not have the chemistry that we would desire. Because remember, some of these guys, this is their first year with us. They've only had an off season with us, and it's going to take some time for them to really develop that consistency, that continuity, that brotherhood that we saw with the Lions for the last couple of years in their O-line. The ability for them to just imagine what everybody else is doing on the rest of the line and just playing their role and just having the utmost confidence in what they're doing and understanding whatever's in front of them happens, they know how their teammates are going to react and they're going to react accordingly. It was beautiful to see how we got one step closer to bringing that strength and that strength to our O-line and our trenches. I am ecstatic, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to rant for too long, guys, because I could literally start just shit talking, and I don't really want to get all negative and really just start dogging other franchises right now. I really want to focus on us. I want to focus on the great feeling that we have, and we should just enjoy the fact that we have everything to look forward to and none of the downsides, as much as you guys want to believe. This season is going to be special. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but it's going to define us for years to come. This JJ McCarthy era is going to be something special. I can feel it. So, but I can't help it. Let's talk a little bit. How about them Falcons? Oh, man. They were livid in their chats. So let's relish a little bit in that. Oh, my God. We couldn't be happier to see a team with no clue get their comeuppance. You know what? They can't win without a team bending over for them. And, it sucks. But I remember when we were there. But we ain't there now, guys. Let's go, baby. Minnesota Vikings are a team to be reckoned with. I don't care about the growing pains that we're going to feel. I don't care about the lows. The lows can be as low as they want. The highs are going to be just as high, guys. Let's go, SKOL, baby. I really want to thank all you guys for hanging out with me today on this post-game live. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Wake and Chill. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk more in depth today because I really want to break it down, but I'm just so excited. My mind's all over the place, so I can't really objectively look at things right now and come up with some good commentary or analysis for you guys to really dive in. All I know is we faced adversity today. When everybody freaking was dogging us, even our own fan base was saying, we'll be lucky. Maybe we can win 3-0. Maybe we can get an old 9-6 win. You know what? I'm glad that we were able to prove you wrong. All right, guys. SKOL, baby. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I hope that just the best. I just want the best for all my Vikings fans, whether you're a hater or not. I just want you to be happy. I don't want you to agonize. I just want you to have the best, absolute best day and week. I'll keep you guys all in my prayers because I love you all. I hope you guys have a great day, guys. Take care. SKOL Vikings, baby. Let's go.